Hello everyone, I'm here with a new process video. I'm working on a single page 6x12 layout, and I have an enlarged photo here. This is a 5x7, and this is the Cathedral of St. Michael and St. Gudula, I think is how you say it, in Brussels. And so I really have nothing picked out other than the background paper. I know I want this one. I had actually considered the other side first. I do like the polka dots, but I felt like it was too much with this. So I think I'm going to use the back side, which has a nice kind of grungy, heathered look to it. I don't know if the camera's showing that, but hopefully. So I'm just going to use that, but I do think I'm going to mat it in white, very thin. I haven't done that yet, but it's in the plan. But really I have nothing else. I don't know if I'm going to stamp or use embellishments or what. So I trimmed down the mat here to get it ready. So that part is done. It is not adhered yet. I'm not sure if I just want it centered, near top, bottom, don't know. That will probably be determined by what embellishments I use with it. I have pulled out just my general pieces of ephemera that I threw in the bin for this project, and then I also have my special items that are in Dutch and French. Obviously I would use French here because this was Brussels. If there's not enough in there to help me figure this out, then I will go into my regular travel stuff. And for all of my travel ephemera, I have now switched to doing it by color. I used to just throw it all in one bag, and it was so annoying trying to find something that I wanted. So now I have it by color, and I like it a lot better. So here, when I'm looking at this, I think I could do black and white, various shades of blue, various shades of gray. But a pop of color would actually be really nice because everything you see here is kind of unneutral. Yes, this is blue, but I feel like it's a bluish gray tint in there. And I feel like I could kind of put any color with this and it would probably be okay. So I'm a little surprised that I may be using pink here. I pulled this out first thinking, oh, it's black, that'll match. And then I realized that the font is actually a light pink, and I hadn't considered that, but I started pulling out pink things that I had in there, and I don't mind it. I kind of like it, actually. It brightens it up quite a bit. I had this little tab, and I think I want to use it like right there, maybe? But then if I want to use one of these, I basically have to kind of hang it off the top. I'm not sure I'm in love with that. The only other thing I thought about is maybe using like a washi strip and then putting it above the washi so it just looks like it's more grounded and then it doesn't hang off the top. But again, if I do that, it's got to match. So I probably would go maybe the black one and do pink tab, but actually maybe not. Maybe if I do pink washi and then the black tab, that's a better mix. I don't know. I'm going to grab out both, I think. I will look for some pink washi and black and just see what I find. I've grabbed out some washi and I just realized actually one of them is a no-go. I pulled out this one thinking like, oh, it's still black and white. No. Look at that. I don't like that at all. I feel like it clashes with this, so that's a no. But I still have these. I love this one because it's just a script font. Like you don't even really read it. Looks like maybe it's a foreign language. I don't know. There's hardly any left though. So I'm hopeful maybe there might be enough for this. And hey, using an entire roll of washi is good. I mean, that takes a long time. So I have that one. I don't mind the stripe. I feel like it clashes a little, but not nearly as badly as this. So I have that, and then I actually have 3 pink options. And actually, I don't think that's as bad. For some reason, it doesn't bother me as much as those words. And then that one I love. This one, I think these are probably the most subtle of the pinks. So I just kind of need to mess around, really, and see like what's going to look the best with one of these tabs. I think I have a plan here. I originally tore off this one thinking that's what I wanted, but then I realized that I had this, which has that pattern in it, and then so does this. These are pretty much the same pattern. The color is slightly different. They're different shades of pink, but the pattern is the same. So I thought, okay, I'm going to revamp and I'm going to choose this one. And then I think I'm going to put this down here. I'm going to tuck this semicircle under there. Now I'm not so sure I still want that, however, but I like these elements, so I'm going to stick with those for sure. I'll debate on that one. And then I do have ink that I can use to do splattering in both white and black. So I just need to pick out, like, what do I think will be the best. I have these elements all adhered. I just wanted to make sure I did truly like them. Now I'm just going to put a staple in the middle right here. There we go. And now that's done. And then I have to tuck this under here. I did leave this without adhesive right there to make sure I could get that where I want it. So I have that. I'll probably move it over. Now, shoot, now I feel like this is too low. Can I get that out of there? Oh yeah. There we go. We'll just move it up a little bit. That's better. Then I could probably put a staple in there if I want. Yep, and then I'm just back to the ink problem. So I decided not to use this. It was kind of bothering me when I saw it there. I didn't like it as well when I had the other things there. And then I decided to add a little puffy heart down here. It's from this set from Citrus Twist. It was just randomly on there, but I liked it because it had more of the fuchsia tone, darker like this. So now I have a mix of all of those. And I feel like the colors go better that way. So now I'm going to pull out my sort of just trash box that I use when I do splattering. I will get that ready, and then I've got to make the decision, is it black or white? I have decided to go with white here. I felt like black would just be too stark, that this is enough in there, and then what you can see here. So I'm going with my Dina Wakley. And this is a gloss spray, so it's not glittery in any way, but it does have a slight sheen to it when it dries. And this is my favorite white splattering ink. It's really the only one I've ever found that actually shows up well, pretty much on any color. So it is my favorite. So I'm just going to kind of cover this up for the most part, and then really try to be careful with where I gear the ink in terms of placement. I want it up here, and then I'll reposition and do the bottom. I have done the top already, so now I've shifted down here and I'm going to do the bottom. Gotta be careful. And then I need a little bit over here in this corner. Is that good? Maybe a little bit right here. There, that's probably good. Less is more. I don't want to overdo it. All right, I have all that done, but I am noticing, look at, it's going into the paper in a couple spots more than I anticipated. So I don't know if this is really porous and it's just sucking in that ink, but in other places it looks like it's sitting on top and doing okay. So I may have to do another pass of this just to make sure the white really shows up and that I have enough on there. But for now, I'm happy with it. And so I'm going to call this one done. And here's another one finished for Belgium. Thanks for watching.